everything that's going on with Kim and Kanye that has been unraveling over the last 6 months to a year, where he's completely imploding.
Yeah.
Some people think that it's like Machiavellian and he's like using this to his advantage. I don't know what is advantageous of what he's doing here.
He is not.
He's like killing himself in public and like blaming it on like the Jews or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, if you're Kim Kardashian and if you're using your school of thought, you still want to encourage him, you still want to be there for him, but at the same time, she's like, at what point do you jump ship from a ship that is clearly sinking?
When there is addiction, like extreme addiction, ABUSE, mental illness, because that goes along with that, especially if you're abusing drugs and alcohol. You can lose your mind. So I think in that way, yes, you have to have a line for yourself. And if it hurts you, like physically hurts you, or if he's physically hurting the children, like if something ever happened like that, the first thing I'm doing is protecting my child.
Gotcha. So there is a line in the sand, even though you never want to use the D word, divorce. But there is a line in the sand where it's like, if you cross this line, like Mama Bear's going to protect her cubs, or I'm not going to be abused, or if you've got some serious mental issues or drug addiction.
But I would, it's not, there's levels to it, right? So you're going to get them treatment. You're going to work with them. If they don't, at the end of the day, if you have an addiction problem, because my husband is a recovering addict, okay? So I know firsthand. I met him when he was clean, okay? He's been clean our marriage.
Keep up the good work, brother.
Yeah, go James.
Go James.
And so, but let's say things switch up, right? He wants to start using again. If he doesn't want to get clean for himself, because you can't change anyone, then he's going to have to, that's a decision that he's made, right? That's a decision that a lot of people make. They don't want to get clean. They don't want to get sober. They don't want to get help. They don't want to do any of that. I can't do anything except say, I love you. You need to get clean. You need to get help. You need to get the resources that you need to get. I will step away from the marriage. I will live in a separate house. Right? And I've had to have conversations with other women about this.
And protect your kids, too.
And protect the children. And then if he wants to get clean, if he wants to get help, then we can talk about reconciling and going to therapy and marriage counseling. As a woman, the worst thing you can do is kick a man when he's down, because he's going to step away. He's going to retreat. He's going to sit there and be like, I'm going to double down because my wife doesn't care about me. My children don't care about me. None of that. You have to do these things out of love and in love, right? And if that ever happened to me, I would show love. Yeah. I would show care and respect and kindness because I understand that he's struggling.
So put yourself in Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian had mad money. Kim Kardashian in the regular human, like a regular wife living her life is not the same thing. Kim has resources. She doesn't have to have Kanye, to be completely honest. She's taking child support from a man who she doesn't need child support from.
She's a billionaire collecting child support.
It makes no sense, and she's only showing women that behavior. She's saying, yeah, girl, go get your bag, go get your money from your ex-husband. I think it's disgusting.
I don't think it's necessarily that, because all we do really see, I'm not going to like just defend Kanye or just defend Kim, but all we really see is what the media puts out there of them. We don't know what type of mental stuff Kim is also going through herself, or what she's been through their entire marriage.
But she has money. At the end of the day, she has money, and she has the endless amount of resources between her family, all of it. So she doesn't need the child support. She doesn't need $200,000 a month in child support. She's trying to drain a man for an example. She's trying to make him and don't get me wrong. I don't agree with Kanye. I think what he's doing is insane. He should be institutionalized. However, I don't think it's correct, and I don't think it's right to have this as an example to other women. Be like, look, you can bleed your ex-husband.
Bleed your ex dry. What were you gonna say, Mike?
Yeah, the Kim and Kanye thing. I feel like we all need to take a step back. That was never real. Just so we're clear, guys, that was two people both consulting with their PR agents about whether or not they should marry one another. That none of that was.
Do you really believe that?
Absolutely, none of it was.
Okay,
none of it was.
You don't have
Kanye
four
has made
kids
multiple
for
times.
No,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I agree with you. I'm not telling you that Kanye West wasn't magnificently attracted to her. In fact, I bet before he blew up, he was nuts about her. I'm not saying that he wasn't nuts about her. What I'm telling you is that Kim Kardashian at no point was not going to marry. Kim Kardashian was going to marry him as a means of opportunity, and from the beginning and in the middle, that's what she was doing. Once they were together, I think they both have cluster B personality disorders, to be honest with you. And then once we got to
type of personality disorder?
Cluster B personality disorder. This is a narcissistic, sociopathic, histrionic, or borderline personality
Which one do
disorder.
you think Kim has?
I think Kim is a narcissist, and I think Kanye is probably
Histrionic?
borderline. Huh?
You think he has histrionic?
He could have histrionic. He could. That's
And
an interesting
bipolar?
thing. No, bipolar is not a cluster B personality
That's
disorder.
cluster C.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right, for us non-psychologists,
Yeah, I have
what is going on? Plus, what is that?
So it goes mad, bad, and sad. And mad are the first one. It doesn't matter. I don't want to get too far into this. But the thing is, I think he has a personality disorder. I don't think there's any fixing him. But what I do know is that during certain points, when it comes out that he's taken off of his medication and then he goes to TMZ and starts saying slavery was a choice, that is when we were supposed to jump off the ship. But for some reason, some of us kept fucking following the ship. And then he put the MAGA hat on and it was like, let's just forget the whole slavery was a choice thing.
Yeah.
Guys, we're having a discussion about cartoon characters. That's my point. Like these are anime characters. They're not. I'm not saying
But they're also the most popular people in America.
But that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why. The thing is, I don't. The efficacy of their marriage to me was never real at any point whatsoever. It was a promotional play for Kim from the beginning to end, just like it was with Chris Humphries, just like it was with all these other people. That is what she's learned. That's what she knows. Like listen, O.J. Simpson threatened to kill himself in her bedroom when she was a little fucking kid. She has been through a lot of crazy shit, right? So in this situation, with this, the problem that I have is that we can't, like, the fact that Kanye said this crazy stuff about the dude running, Germany in 1939, when he starts saying that stuff, the reason why it has so much effect is because we kept listening to this nonsense and not understand that we're listening to a puppet. We're like, he literally is the sheep that he complains that other people are. He's literally saying things to piss people off. So in this situation where I don't know why she filed for child support, this is fucking moronic, right? But
I don't think he's a sheep, though. I think he just has mental health issues.
correct.
Can I react to that, actually?
Hold on. But the mental health issue causes him. One of the tenets of narcissism is he wants more attention. What is the easiest way for him to get attention? What is the number one thing he could say when Jewish people were already mad at him? What is the number one fucking trigger word in the world he could have said? In fact, what's the number one show on the number one with the number one trigger word that he could have said?
Alex
It would
Jones
have
that
been
he loved,
literally
of
the
course.
word he said on the show he was on. This was so completely orchestrated. I'm not saying he's not mentally ill, but he still does know right from wrong. And what he's doing as a function of narcissistic personality disorder. I'm not a diagnostician. Don't come
I
after
think
me.
he has bipolar disorder.
So that's another thing. That bipolar. But the thing about bipolar is I believe that's a mood disorder. It's not a personality disorder.
Okay.
Right? You can take medication for bipolar. You can't take medication for cluster B
So
personality
he
disorder.
has like two then.
I think he has more than two.
Okay.
But the issue is we kept propping him up, and man, I don't listen to Ben Shapiro a lot, but he said, "Live by the Kanye, die by the Kanye," and it's the truth. Some of y'all were like following this dude down this path. I'm not saying he's good or bad. I'm telling you, he's sick. Why did we let this happen in the fucking first place?
Because he makes good music. I don't think that's a good
thing,
reason.
man. Like the dude's a genius. Go back and watch that documentary that he did. You can see the facial tics aren't quite there yet. Like he's literally in normal mood. He developed this personality disorder later on, possibly getting off of his medication.
Well, I say this all the time, bro, because my literal best friend is Chris Humphries. Like, I don't know if you knew that, but like I was in the wedding. I walked Chloe down the aisle.
Yeah.
I've been around these people for a long time. And just look at what happened with every single guy that's ever been exposed to that family. The father literally died at a young age, mysterious. The second father, now the mother, Caitlyn Jenner. All right. Scott Disick's been in and out of rehab. Lamar Odom has almost died. He's a mess at this point. He's a shell of himself. Rob Kardashian hasn't been seen in eons. Who else is there? Tristan Thompson has however many situations, baby mamas.
Funny how they all...
Travis Scott, I mean, that's a whole nother situation. And then you got my boy who got in, got out, got clean, made $50 million. He's out. So Kanye, he's just getting Kardashian. That's exactly what's happening.
And he
right
probably
there. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.